One of my biggest issues is I am a huge procrastinator. When I was back in high school, oh my god, every day when I had a project due, I was working like overtime the last night to get that project done. Same for an essay, and granted, while I may have gotten a decent grade on it, yeah, procrastination is something you never want to do. Take it from me, somebody that still procrastinates, you really don't want to do it, because then when you've got a deadline, you're like, uh-oh, I got a lot due. So yeah, I actually did something though, and I'm going to be sharing what I did in today's video. I've been working on it for about the past week, and I've had this idea for a couple months now. And the big idea was making the next new Defender tank. I'm proposing a tank idea and sketch to Wargaming that I have reskinned, and I'm hoping that they would reply. I'm going to message Darth, which is the CC, or not the CC, but he's the CC manager for Wargaming, and I'm going to ask him what he thinks. But of course, Wargaming is a multi-billion-dollar company, so yeah, unfortunately, they probably wouldn't listen to me, but I still like the effort of putting in a cool idea and seeing what you guys think as the community in the comments down below. So let me know what you guys think about this idea. But the idea was, as I said, the next Defender vehicle. We currently have the IS-3 Defender, the beginning of everything. Just like the Big Bang, well, this was the Big Bang and Blitz for the Defenders. We started off with the IS-3 Defender, then we went to the T-28 Defender. That did pretty well. Then we went to the Defender Mark 1, which also sold great, and it still is a fantastic Tier 8 medium tank. And now we're on the final iteration of Defender so far, the Amx Defender, a vehicle that really doesn't have that much love, but I understand why. It has an extremely low ammo capacity. It's got 4 shells, and the AMX 1390's got 3, and it does the same damage, and it's practically just a better tank. I like the look of this vehicle, but it's definitely not worth how much they were asking for it. That is one of the issues with the Defenders. So I was trying to think, well, what could be a way to revamp the Defender system? And this is what I came up with, the Amx Ac Defender. Now, I was thinking the only issue here is they already have a tank called the Amx Defender, so what are they going to call this tank? But they could always rename this to the Amx 1375 Defender, and then just have this the AMX Defender. But the idea behind it was I reskinned an AMX AC48. It didn't take that much effort. You can see here, it was a little bit. I had to change a couple things in it, but overall, it's really not much I did. I changed the color, put it to grayscale, made it look like a Defender, put some rust on the front, tried to make it as appealing as I could for, you know, a couple hours of effort. Nothing too spectacular, but I'm actually happy with the way it turned out. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments, but obviously, Wargaming will do a way better job making it look something like this or this. You know, I spent 2 minutes editing of the texture files, so it's nothing spectacular. But the idea behind it, I actually thought was a pretty solid one. Let me know if you guys think this is balanced or just a terrible, terrible idea. The idea I had is obviously most Defenders in the game that carry 120 millimeters have this big, thick intraclip, a 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 second intraclip. The ISR Defender is actually like a 7.3. The T-28 Defender is sitting at, what, a 6.6? So they got very long intraclips. But the idea behind this tank was it's a speedy, quick intraclip vehicle. Now, quick in quotation marks. It's still a 4-second intraclip, I was thinking, but a 120 millimeter with a 4-second intraclip and 3 shells. So it goes bang, and then 4 seconds later, bang, and then bang, and you've dealt 1,200 damage. But obviously, you've got to expose your tank for a very long time, 8 seconds in total, to get these shells out. And we can give this tank not spectacular gun handling to balance it out. And I was thinking a 30-second clip reload. You want to talk about poor DPM? Well, that's my idea behind it. Kind of like the Yo of Tier 8. But I really thought that that'd be a fun idea because everybody always wanted the Foch line to be auto-loading. That's literally what the Foch was. It was an auto-loading tank in PC. And in fact, they did make the Tier 10 auto-loading. But if you don't know, the Tier 9 and 8 as well for the Foch line in World of Tanks PC are also autoloaders, and in specific, the Tier 8 is a 3-shot 120mm autoloader. So I was like, well, gee, why don't we do that in Blitz? And this was the idea that I came up with. So let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree. But pretty much my idea is spam Wargaming. Maybe don't spam them. Don't get banned from their server, but make like a hashtag bring Amx Defender into Blitz. I don't know. I just thought it'd be a cool idea. Let me know if you agree or you disagree with my idea in the comments. Also, let me know if you think I did a decent job on the camo. I don't know why. You can see here that the nuclear logos on the top are misplaced, even though you can clearly see here that I perfectly put them in the middle. Like, I could not have put those any more in the middle here. And just for some reason in Blitz, they're off center. I don't know why that is. I guess they just placed the 3D little parts, the little round parts above it, mis-centered. Good job there, Wargaming, because I clearly did it correctly on my end. It just looks wrong on their end. But yeah, I put Revolution on the back, tried to make it all nice looking. I don't know. I even put the Frenchie. I hope I put the little thing on the top correct, the accent. I'm never good with languages. That's one thing I always sucked with. But yeah, any other balancing features, I really don't know. Wargaming could make it have less pen than the normal tank. The Amx AC, one of the strengths of it is it's got fantastic penetration. In fact, pretty much the highest pen you'll find on standard. It's like 260 millimeters of standard pen. It's actually fantastic. It's able to cut through like all frontal armor. You're going to see an ST1 get spotted in just a moment, and its armor literally turns into butter. Now, the gun isn't necessarily that accurate, but doesn't need to be. I was thinking just an aggressive tank destroyer that could kind of shotgun, but would be punished if it played incorrectly. I don't know. It's just something I had my idea of. Now, this is not my replay. I will say that right off the bat. If you take a look here, this is by Tied Outside. Sadly, my ping right now is just completely atrocious, like 500 ping. I even tried using Uprising to get a replay, and I literally couldn't. That's how bad my ping was. So I was like, all right, I give up. I'm just not going to do it, and yeah, get somebody else's replay. So thank you for the replay, but yeah, it wasn't anything spectacular. I grabbed it off the World of Tanks Inspector. Nice mastery. So yeah, you can see, though, the tank is actually a pretty solid vehicle. And one thing a lot of people don't know about the Amx AC, because it's such a rare vehicle to find, is that it actually has quite good armor. The upper plate on this vehicle is 270 millimeters base. Now, obviously, calibrated shell normalization will take into effect, but you will literally have to load heat on an IS series tank to penetrate the frontal armor of the AMX. But it does have some weak spots. In fact, I can show you the weak spots here. Ooh, wow, my FPS is not liking me. But this tank does have weak spots. The entire frontal plate that is angled up there is incredibly strong. You will not penetrate it if you're using literally any standard ammo apart from maybe like an ISU. That's quite impressive when you think about it. The issues are the roof. That entire bar on the top of the tank is an easy penetration, and same for the lower plate. It's kind of like, you know how the Foch Tier 10 has that really troll cupola? Well, imagine the entire cupola is penetrable. That's practically what this tank is. But it does have some pretty strong armor going for it. You can get some really, really troll bounces on it, and people that don't understand the armor of this tank really don't understand how to pen it. And the greatest thing about it is even using calibrated shells with 297 millimeters of heat pen on your IS-5, if this thing is using its 6 degrees of gun depression, which isn't much granted, you literally can't penetrate it hull down. That is how incredible the frontal armor is. It's weird to me that this line doesn't get any recognition, but it's really the Tier 10 why. The Tier 9's great. The Tier 8 I found enjoyable. The gun's great on penetration. The Tier 7's quite bad, but it's Tier 7. You get past it pretty quickly. It's really just the Tier 10. Why would you want to grind a Tier 10 that has literally no attributes going for it that would be enjoyable? It's an incredibly inaccurate gun. Not only is the gun inaccurate, ooh, I wonder if this hits. Wow, that was a really nice shot. Sadly, a huge low roll, but nice shot from the Amx there. I really wasn't expecting that to hit. As well, this tank's actually fairly quick. It also goes like 50 kilometers per hour. So I just thought that this would be a great idea to bring as a defender. Bring it for like 50 bucks, see how many people buy it. I don't know. It wouldn't be that hard to reskin and maybe put in a 3-shell autoloading gun. It really wouldn't take that much effort. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. But as for this replay, I know that the guy did like 3,800 to finish it off, so there must not be much damage left to pick up. But for a mastery with only 3,800 damage, you must get some kills. We got the T-28 Defender off to this side. Is he going to kill the T-28 Defender? Oh, he's actually playing a Supremacy. I thought he was going to sit here and try and cap the base. I was like, wait a sec. But no. Looks like they're not going to. So, El Way de los Honchas is dead. He's captured the base. Aha, that makes sense. Capturing bases in Supremacy is actually a great way to get masteries if you didn't know. Fun fact out there, but yeah, I don't know what this guy's going to do. Here we go. He's pulling around the corner. Is he going to get the shot into the IS-5? Aiming up. Oh, that sucks. I think he hit the rock there. Either way, he did pretty solid this game. Let's skip it ahead. Is he going to get any more damage out? He's aiming on the... no. Oh, he did get a shot out. I just completely skipped past it. Well, nonetheless, it was just a little simple idea when to talk about. He did 3,800 damage. Nice job. Pulled out a mastery. And, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below if you agree with my idea of bringing the Amx AC into Blitz, or you disagree. Hopefully all of you are doing well out there. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.